Hello, everyone. I'm Krooked, and this is Unscripted, the series where I take a completely unscripted look at games and give them a 1 through 10 rating. This is Comix Zone for the Sega Genesis. Me and this game go back. This was one of my favorite games as a kid, and I remembered it being really, really cool. Then I've played it a few times as an adult, and it's really, really hard. Like, this game is notoriously difficult. But it's cool. It's the only game that you'll see that's in, like, this style. So, you're an artist named Sketch, you draw a comic, and the bad guy of the comic ends up drawing you into it. That's where we're at. Alright. So, it starts you off, and you're just kind of a guy who has to fight his way out of the comics. And the look of this, oh man, this game looks fantastic. I don't know if there are many games that look better than this on the Sega Genesis. And the sound, even though it sounds chunky, like most Sega Genesis games, it doesn't sound bad. It fits it really, really well. So, when I was a kid, I used to just kind of go as hard as I could in this, not even try to think about it. Nowadays, I know that there's a little bit more strategy to this game, but it's still so hard. So as you can tell, like, this is just a normal enemy, and it does damage. And I come in here, I open that, and then I can pick up my little buddy. Alright, so then you go down here. There's a lot of different paths and a lot of different ways you can go in this. It's kind of wild because it's, you know, kind of a choose your own adventure game a little bit. The control scheme's really basic. There's only, you know, 3-button controller on the Sega Genesis, and it does it really well. Ow! These little things are so rude. I hate them. Yeah, so the entire time, all of the things that your character created in his comics comes alive, tries to kill him, and it goes through. It's kind of like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, but it's very self-contained, almost like an action platformer at the same time. It's a really unique game. I'm surprised not much else has really followed in this style because of that, because, again, it's a really cool game. So you do that, and then you get that crate, you push it down there, boom! Takes out the enemy here. And then I remember the last boss here being like insanely difficult, so we'll see if I can get past it. The sound, like I said, it sounds really good. It's changing the entire time. The storytelling in this is really good. The presentation is really good. The fact that you can destroy other parts of the comic and you can, like, knock enemies through it and stuff, it's so cool. If you were a comic book fan in the 90s, this game is, like, everything you could have wanted. Because it's gritty, it's like the comics of the 90s were. Sure, it doesn't have Batman, Spider-Man, anything like that, but it's still really cool.
Well done, Turner.
Even has some voice acting. And then you turn into, like, the super version of him, and he does the, oh yeah, and he cusses and stuff. It's great. So I should mention, I've never really gotten past, I think, here. I should have done that earlier. And I'm going to restore my health. Oh, yeah, I've gotten to here before, and I usually end up dying here. You want to destroy these, or else bad things will come out of it. And I think I can actually send my little rat friend underneath the fans. But, we'll see. Man. Comix Zone. I really like this because it has, you know, actual environmental hazards that hurt enemies, which doesn't happen enough in video games. Yeah. Good boy. Oh yeah, and if you hit metal things, it hurts you, which isn't fun. I don't like that aspect of it. Go, go, go. Okay. It makes you think. Oh boy. These things are about to kick my butt without an issue. 'Cause I'm so bad. As you can tell, there's not a lot of enemies that you actually fight in these areas. It's kind of really basic, and the reason why is because, well, back in the day, games couldn't always be made with a ton of things on screen and a ton of enemies coming at you and everything else. They were pretty limited. However, they got away with a lot, and they did a lot of neat tricks to do things, like having this one enemy the entire time that we get to beat on, but it's a challenging enemy no matter what. And as I start getting used to those, more enemies are going to be showing up. All right. That was easy. Now go down. Okay, so these are new. This is the farthest I've ever gotten. Uh-oh. I don't know what this thing is, but it's ugly. So, it's kind of funny because you're the comic creator, but you don't even know what these are, which means your life has taken its own turn. And, yeah, it's just really unique how this game presents everything. And while it is hard, there's some things that you can do to make it easier. It has some cheat codes. You can increase your number of continues. There's also a lot of like guides you can look up, and the combat's not nearly as bad as I remember it being. It's actually a lot better than I thought. The last time I played this was on a kind of odd Genesis system, though, so I don't know how much of an accurate experience that was, because this is way better. I'm fighting this dragon thing. This is kind of a cool little boss. He's a little easy because I got him kind of in a loop here, which, hey, cool. If you can get the boss in the loop, then you can use this as a guide for at least the first levels of Comix Zone if you decide to pick it up. Okay, I just saw something fly off to the left, and that's probably going to come back and bite me in the butt, but wow. Cool. I've never been this far. Welcome to the temple. We got fun and games. So, basically, your rat, that's your homie. You want to keep that with you. Wow. It has, like, a timer. That's cool. Your rat's like your homie. It's gonna help you out. And apparently there's a fighting tournament and stuff, so yeah, cool. So Comix Zone, honestly, it's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I think anyone today could enjoy this game, and it just takes a little bit of effort. You might want to look up a guide or something to tell you like the best strategies for it. But with a little bit of persistence and time, I think anyone could have fun with this. This is a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's not quite Nate. It's not, you know, an absolute must play, but I think anyone who plays it will enjoy it to some degree at least. And if you happen to enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that way you never miss an episode of Unscripted, and you can hit the bell so you'll be notified when a new episode comes out. And other than that, if you want to support the channel a bit more, please check out my Patreon. You can do that in the description down below as well. And with all of that, I do want to thank you for watching Unscripted, and I will see you next time. Bye!